Ever wondered who the deadliest assassin in Sakamoto Days is? With killers ranging from silent executioners to absolute maniacs, this list is stacked with pure chaos. Let's dive into the top 10 assassins before one of them finds us. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. At number 10, Osaragi, the Chainsaw Queen. Ever wondered what happens when you mix an assassin with a love for destruction and a chainsaw? You get Osaragi. She's like a walking horror movie, except she's the villain and the main character. Her casual attitude toward violence makes her terrifying. One second, she's yawning, and the next, she's turning enemies into chopped meat. While she may not be the absolute strongest, her unpredictability and raw strength earn her a solid spot on this list. At number 9, Kanaguri, the Director of Death. Kanaguri isn't just an assassin, he's an artist. He sees every kill as a cinematic masterpiece. And honestly, that's pretty terrifying. Imagine being hunted by someone who thinks your death should have the perfect lighting and camera angles. While his obsession with creating art can make him a little distracted, his combat skills and unhinged nature make him a serious threat. At number 8, Satoru Yotsumura, the Silent Reaper. If assassins had a Most Mysterious award, Yotsumura would take it without saying a word. He's cold, calculated, and deadly efficient. No unnecessary movement, no wasted energy. He's like that one dude in a video game who never rushes but somehow still ends up winning. His ability to remain calm and strike with deadly precision puts him above the more erratic killers on this list. At number 7, Kindaka, the Legendary Mentor. Every great story needs a legendary old master, and Kindaka fits the bill. He's the kind of assassin who doesn't waste time flexing. His skills speak for themselves. He's seen it all, done it all, and trained some of the best. But even legends aren't invincible, and while his wisdom makes him deadly, the newer generation has caught up in sheer firepower. At number 6, Shishiba, the Iron-Willed Executioner. Shishiba is what happens when you mix skill, strategy, and a no-nonsense attitude. He prefers to use blunt weapons, which says a lot. This man doesn't even need sharp blades to finish the job. He's loyal, ruthless, and fights with a level of confidence that screams, "I know exactly what I'm doing." And trust me, he does. At number 5, Gaku, the Unstoppable Beast. If assassins were graded on sheer chaos, Gaku would be at the top. This guy fights like he enjoys it way too much. He's aggressive, relentless, and never backs down from a challenge. If you're unlucky enough to be his target, congratulations. You're about to have the worst day of your life. His raw power and instinct-driven combat style make him one of the most dangerous fighters in Sakamoto Days. At number 4, Yoichi Nagumo, the Smiling Phantom. Nagumo is the definition of deceptive. He's always smiling, always joking around, but when the knives come out, it's game over. His ability to adapt to any situation and his unmatched assassination skills make him one of the deadliest killers around. He's like that friend who never takes anything seriously until it's time to win. And in battle, he always wins. At number 3, Kei Uzuki, the Phantom Prodigy. Kei is fast, ridiculously fast. He fights like he's predicting your moves before you even think about them. His speed, combined with his exceptional swordsmanship, makes him nearly untouchable. If assassins had highlight reels, Kei's would just be him ending fights before they even start. At number 2, Taro Sakamoto, the legend-turned-dad. Sakamoto is living proof that just because you retire doesn't mean you lose your edge. Before settling down, he was one of the most feared assassins in the world. Even now, despite his dad bod and love for snacks, he can still dismantle enemies with ease. The fact that he fights without lethal force and still dominates everyone is insane. If he ever decided to go all out again, let's just say the world isn't ready for that. At number 1, Takamura, the untouchable god of blades. And at the top, we have Takamura. This man is different. He barely speaks, barely reacts, but when he moves, entire armies disappear. He's like a natural disaster in human form, completely unstoppable and terrifyingly precise. If you're fighting Takamura, you don't need to worry about pain. You won't even know you've been cut until it's too late. Sakamoto Days has some legendary assassins, but Takamura? He's in a league of his own. So who's your favorite assassin? Do you agree with the ranking, or do you think someone deserves a higher spot?